Or potatoes in space. Like the Muppets. Like the pigs in space.
Right, right, exactly.
Potatoes in space. Oh, there's an echo.
Yeah.
Why should that
Hello,
happen?
everyone. Oh, because somebody didn't turn their volume down.
Yeah, I did. So I don't know
Oh,
why that happened. Unless something
oh, Freaky Friday.
I really did. You know, my boobs feel like potatoes in space.
They're big potatoes in
That's
space.
not why. It's because I'm braless to work.
Oh,
I love big sweatshirts, and it's like only
like
like 72 or 73 in the house. It's
not bad.
warm, but with the patio door open, nice
Hmm.
cool breeze. I do have
That'll
short.
make it cold.
All right, let me do this because we
Yeah,
have some fun stuff to talk about.
yeah. I got my windows done. Yay.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they look nice.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
really
seen pictures, I've
happy.
seen videos.
My brother did a good job. He really did a good job.
John, right? John did it.
John, my brother John, my youngest brother. Yeah. He's been doing it for a while. So now
He's been
me
doing
and the
windows
wife,
for a long
yeah,
time, you mean?
well, construction work, but windows particularly, he's been doing a long time. So he did them really nice. He came in and got them whipped out, man. Pulled out the old ones and put the new ones in like 2 days, 7 windows. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And now me and the wife picked colors for the kitchen and the living room. Gonna do something different.
Picking colors. That
Yeah,
was fun.
that took a long time.
That
That
was a
took a long
lot of
time.
never pick colors with an artist, my friends. Just don't do it.
Boy,
Don't
did we
do
look
it.
at a lot of different colors, man. Let me tell you what. Phew, God. So I picked the color for my wife picked the color in the kitchen, and I pretty much picked the one in the living room. But we kind of agreed on it. I mean, they're both the colors that we picked are real close to each other. They're
Yeah, so
real
we just
close
kind
to
of
each
went on
other.
the middle, in the middle.
Hmm.
Well, there was one or two, you see, she doesn't, there's things you just don't want to do, especially when you're
Right.
painting. I,
Yeah.
I, I know more about paints than most people. Like,
Yeah. I want to do something different. So
so you went to base two. That's one of the things.
yeah, we did.
That means
Yes, we did.
there's more tint in the paint because basically they take like your eggshell, basic white, and then they tint it and then they mix it, right? So they'll put drops of red, drops of blue, whatever to make your color and mix it. So if it has only a couple of drops, like say less than 4 drops of tint, because it is very powerful, it's considered base one paint. The more tint it has, it's considered, and it's more expensive. That's how they get you. Oh, well, we're using more drops here, so you got to pay $10 extra a
Yeah.
gallon.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
done on my
That's.
side anyhow.
Are you now?
It's all a game.
Yes, it is.
It's all a game.
Yes, it is. Good evening,
So we have some
everyone.
interesting news about potatoes in space.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I am just like in awe with that. I don't know even what to think.
I thought it was kind of funny. Let me share real quick. I'll take you on.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I got my sign language up. Why? Joe and I are doing fantastic with sign language. If anybody wants to join us, you're more than welcome. We're just having a lot of fun with it. We did learn two very good animals today, didn't we, Joe?
Yeah, we did.
The elephant
Mhm.
and the the ass, the Democrat. We were gonna do this, but it's
Yeah.
actually for the donkey, it's and
And make
she
a
does,
face.
she makes a face. She
Oh, that's great. That's so great, man. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
I love it. Certain things that I just
That is so funny.
oh, it kills me to learn different things. And like, I don't know if we're just gonna talk about your purple potato protocol today. Um, Very strangely that it is a purple potato. We're not like exaggerating. I have things I want to talk about, like about Cher and the Giants. I might do some of the Giants, but the Cher thing, guys, I don't know what to tell you. You got to start waking up. There's
Yeah,
I told you the women that are men are going to surprise you.
yeah.
Nobody looks more than like a little Jewish boy than Cher. And like a lot of shit. She might, I don't know how tall she is, but
A lot of different ways. A lot of
you know,
different ways. She looks like a boy.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. And even Helen, because I was looking into it a little bit. Oddly enough, I saw a video about Mask, the movie Mask, and it got my attention. And Cher was in it. And I did do studying on that. I mean, it's weird to call it studying, but everything applies together when you're doing conspiracies. There's always some tell. And even in the shots that I saw of this um, movie from 1985 or 86 or something, I could see it. I could see it. And I'm like, how did nobody see it then? Like an artist
Not,
of age. No wonder Da Vinci drew the wheel, the man, right? I mean, guys, take a look at it. It's like you don't know the difference between a little boy and a little girl. Erica is a made-up individual. She was a dude. When this comes out, I mean, it's gonna be like, I told you so. But I don't want to be like that. I just want you guys to be aware. Whether you believe it or not, it's still in your heads that it could be. And you are going to have less of problems, even if you heard it from a crazy person.
yes.
Ciao. Talking. I can't.
Crazy.
I love it.
Crazy.
Um, I just, but the things about the story that I have to share about the Giants, it's kind of some of it's opinionated, some of it just falls together. So I don't know if you want to call it opinionated. Joe, did you share to the chat, to the community?
I'm doing that now.
All right, because I always hope Jay and Joseph, I didn't even share to Helen yet because I'm busy yapping about my free potatoes.
There
Freedom with sweatshirts. Well,
you go.
you can't be part of this group or know me personally and not know that I'm crazy in a lot of ways. Who the fuck cares? I don't know how certain people dealt with me through shaking their head, maybe. Even my father did that a lot. He'd be like, shake him, shaking his head. What's wrong with you? But luckily I'm hilariously stupid or whatever. New managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. All right. Well, that's
Ooh,
great. Thank you for bringing that up now. Let's
right.
see. Give us a few minutes to start off, guys. We should try to open up
I hope that's
through
better.
Zoom, I'm sorry, through YouTube. I wouldn't have to go through all this. I just haven't sat there and figured it out. Just don't want to.
Not
Who
yet.
does?
All right. Yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
Let's give him a sneak peek.
Of our potato.
No, no, my video.
Yeah, that's due. That's
Yeah.
a great video. Yes, it's
Oh,
great.
I'm so happy when, my
It's
friends tell
good.
me the truth if they don't like it or they don't get
That's
it.
good.
Nobody that I know, especially people from Brooklyn, Mama Helen, they have no problem telling me the truth, how they feel about things that I do. And sometimes I just don't care. By the way, Joe, you could read this very quickly. Read it from the very top, Joe. This kills me. Kills me.
I am Baal, whom you
Wow.
know as the Lord, better known as the devil, Satan. My name was used to cover the name of your creators, Yahuwah. You have been praying to me for over 2,000 plus years. Not me. I don't believe in that, dude.
If you say Lord or God, you're talking to Baal.
Hmm.
So yes, we have been. That's how deeply we were fooled. This isn't the first time I've heard this. I've heard this from different, and if you, this is Baal, okay? Because there's also Moloch, who is very similar in appearance, but Moloch has breasts, and that's what the Satanists and that we know of that they follow. But this is your God. I'm saying it correctly, I believe. God,
Hmm.
Gad. It's not Gad. They say they have in a parentheses God. So it sounds like God as a Scottish person. It's just, it,
That was never in my heart when I
it was
prayed to
never in
God.
anybody's intention, but that's
Yeah.
the problem. So, but the thing is, if you still have people praying and not actually saying the word, does it? I mean, there's so many philosophies that could go with this, but the truth is what will. Do you see what the middle of him is? Do you see what the middle part is, Joe?
Yeah. The man.
Over here. Do you see what this is? That is our medical staff.
Yeah.
That is what
Yeah.
we have. That's Fidelis or whatever they call it. I don't know the Latin for it.
Hmm.
It could be Fidelis. I don't know why that comes to mind, but if I said it, it might have something to do with it. I don't know. Oh God, I had to do this one over and over and over again.
All right.
All right, we ready for this, guys? You got to tell me if this is ready. Um, I might need a couple of more things. I don't know. I don't know. Joe thinks it's ready. Let's see.
All right. Mega Man up. Oh yeah. Make the universe great again. All right.
Not that bad. Make the universe great.
I thought it was pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know why I do these things though. I love space. There's no doubt about it. And so the flat earthers kill me mostly. Dana believes that there's more out there, but there's more to flat earth too. I can agree with a lot of concepts like
Maybe there is. Maybe
more
there isn't.
God. I mean, who
Yeah.
the hell? Yeah, I mean, who the hell knows what else they
They keep lying to us. They're not telling us the truth. And still they keep lying. And they're still lying and lying and lying. And they're trying to cover things up. And we're still supposed to believe these people? Are you crazy?
the thing is
Stop believing them.
they erased our memories
Mhm.
within the 200 years.
Yeah.
Within the lifetime of this country,
All
they
through
erased
education.
humanity's memories.
Mhm. All through education.
Not just through education, through destroying our history. This is why I believe that they started doing the statues again. So there's a bunch of us that believe, including myself, that the world wars were caused for many reasons. All right. Some would be money, right? Um, hopefully hurting the bad guys. but but it was to destroy,
Vanity.
well, architecture,
Mm,
statues,
yeah.
Tartaria. Now you might not believe Tartaria exists, but you know what? I'd like to take a look at some antiques. You're talking to a girl that knows a shitload about fucking collections. Okay? I'd like to take a look at some of these antiques and see if these fucking people on the Antique Roadshow are bought off or not. Because I'm beginning to think there's something wrong. They're finding, didn't you say they found something in Peru recently or Cuba that was from Latin, that was from
Egypt or something like that?
no, I think it was from Rome or Italy, somewhere in
Oh,
Italy.
yeah. Was that? I can't even remember what that was. But that's so many stories ago.
And we're finding things
So,
here. This in general,
mhm.
you can't
In the
have
Grand
artifacts
Canyon.
being all over the place and
Mhm.
not have gotten there somehow. All right. I'm so positive Noah did not carry artifacts from Italy on his ship. I
I
don't
don't think
care
he
about
did.
the Noah's float. I don't think shit can get from Egypt to here. No, I just don't buy it.
Why do all these rocks look so much like faces and animals and people?
The
Why?
craziest thing, I've been seeing now mountains all over the place, like hills and mountains. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, holy shit. Like they're popping up for me. Of course, this crap always happens. But I'm like watching live too, and I'm like, look at I'm looking like this at mountains on the live show, on the live video, and I'm like, okay, those look like hills. That could be a breast, that could be a face. I'm like, oh mother. Can you imagine the enormity, the hearts of these giants? If they were good, who could destroy them?
We
Well, I'll
could.
tell you
We
something.
did.
There were giants. It's biblical. We'll get into that
Ah,
later. It's
I'm
biblical.
positive.
I'm connecting it to other things, which are gonna make people be like, Joe, what's this mean, Joe? Your favorite word,
Oh,
Joe.
what?
He always forgets it. Huh?
Why? Why?
I don't know why.
Mhm.
All right.
What?
Why don't you show us your purple people eater?
It's pretty
Tell
cool.
us what's going on. Um,
Well,
this is why we came live. I mean, we want to try to come live more often, and we don't have real schedule, as you guys know.
Yeah.
But when something like this pops up, and me and Joe are just like scratching our heads, we're gonna come live.
Yeah. So a scientist took these potatoes to space to try to grow them, right? See, it's an egg-shaped object. See it right here on the right. It's a potato. It's a purple potato, right? And he's got right here on this white thing right here is like a Velcro patch, so that they can stick it to the post so it doesn't float all over the place. And this started growing out of the top out of the potato. It's some kind of tentacle. See,
But it
Don
looks like
Penta.
eyes of a potato grows
Yeah,
like that.
it does, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
but they're like all freaked out on it because I don't know if it was still on the plant and that was coming out. I don't know, but they got really freaked out on it and said
Well, they
kill it
said it's
with fire.
kill it with fire.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why do they want to kill it?
Did they
Wouldn't you
say it
think they
was
would
like
want to
eggs?
study it? Yeah, well, I don't know, but isn't it an egg-shaped potato? Isn't that weird how it grew like an egg? Purple
Well,
potatoes aren't egg-shaped, really, are they? I thought they were like more like,
Joe,
I don't know,
what does that
square.
actually prove? What does that prove that it's oval? It proves that shit in space ovalizes like Earth. So
Yeah.
flat earthers won't be happy about an oval potato.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's necessarily true. This is in a spacecraft, but that's really what I think Earth mostly looks like. I don't think I mean, it's supposed to be more oval than it is round, but I could see it being even flatter.
Well,
I
the
don't,
roots grow in all kinds of different ways when they grow in space.
right.
And they would take the potato in space because it's an easier vegetable to grow. So it'll grow in a lot of different environments.
Right.
And
Potatoes can
obviously
grow
they
in the
got it to grow
cold.
in, yeah, they got it to grow in space. Don't know what that fucking thing
But
is
I
on the
thought
side of it,
growth
but
in space is, I'm sorry, what?
I don't know what the growth is, but hey, it's a potato.
I thought growth in space was a natural. I thought they've been doing this before. I didn't
It
realize it
must
was.
have been. I don't know how long
Can
they've
you
been
make it
doing it,
bigger?
but
You
it's just
can't,
weird.
you got to get used to your keyboard and open it. But you should be able to pinch it out. That's all right.
Yeah, I can't touch
You
this
can't
one.
do it with a mouse, Joe. You need the touchpad.
Mm, yeah.
That is freaky. It is freaky looking though. Let me see it again.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Isn't it weird looking? Looks like there's some like little hairs right here.
That's the thing. That's what's really getting to me is that I see like fur
Yeah.
and a
Hmm.
mouth
And then what's this on the bottom too? Is it
opening.
growing out the
Well,
bottom?
that the potatoes, though,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They look like natural eyes, but if they're freaking
Mhm.
out and they're astronauts, unless they're
Yeah,
freaking
and
actors.
this is kind of like a tentacle. This is a tentacle looking, and this would be a tentacle looking thing. I guess this would too be. Yeah, I guess all kinds
I
of
just,
them. See over
but do you
here.
think that they should burn it? You really think they should
No, I
burn it?
think they should study it.
Study
That
it.
is what I think they should. Yeah. What is it?
Why
Find out
kill
what it
it? I
is.
mean,
It's not like it's
well,
gonna grow a
let's put it
tentacle
this
and
way.
grab them.
If something got into the ship to do that, then something could get into them. Doesn't it just make sense?
Correct.
Why that would be stupid to burn it and not study it either way. They're not, I mean, they're not that type of scientist, but if this guy is doing this kind of vegetable study in the first place, then they
Got to
should
find out.
continue the study.
Yeah, you got to find out how it's going to grow and is it still edible like it is?
I would wouldn't eat a potato in space.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
well,
I don't
if
know.
you go to space, you might. I don't know.
Well, if you go to space, you have to eat something.
There is that.
And the frozen, freeze dried shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you would eat that because that's all they get. See,
That was a gimmick. They used to sell that uh freeze dried stuff.
they're saying it's not a new life form. It's an early purple potato sprouting, not a new life form. But it does look
So then
funny.
why would they burn? I don't understand. And
It doesn't make sense, does it? But they want to burn it.
well, who's saying that they want to burn it? Burn it, kill it.
Well, we would
Is
have
that
to
the
go back.
astronauts? Is that
Yeah.
NASA or whatever, whoever who is this? It's the International
Uh,
Space Station, isn't it? So
yeah,
it could be
ISS.
anybody.
Yeah. So
It could be anyone.
I just think it's pretty cool.
It is
I
pretty
thought I
cool.
would, yeah, so I
But
thought
it
I would
just, to
share
me,
that with everybody.
it does look fuzzy though. Ugh, it's
Mhm.
weird.
Do you want to see it again?
No, turn it off now. It's annoyingly weird. I don't like
Isn't
it.
it? It is odd.
I just don't,
That
I
is
don't know
weird.
where they,
Where do
I,
they
I,
come up with that stuff, huh?
I love how I've had some people say, oh, they waste so much money and time and space. And I'm like, well, yeah, God forbid something happened here. Or
Hmm.
don't you really want to know where you came from? Or what? I mean, this whole, I'm not saying God isn't involved, but
Right.
maybe God is millions of light years away from what is now. Do you know what I mean? Like God was our creation, but it couldn't have just created us. I mean, it just makes no sense. Why create the
Doesn't.
ants and everything on this earth and just the earth? So the flat earthers at least believe that there are other civilizations outside the earth's um land.
Hemisphere. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
We're in the same hemisphere. We're in the same
So
solar system,
beyond the wall, I guess.
beyond the ice
This,
wall.
yeah. I mean, it's a cool concept. So what if it really was? I mean, but there is too much evidence that there's a space and we're around.
Well, that's why when Dana says it, I could buy it better. Because Dana was like, we don't really know what's outside the dome.
We don't.
And Dana suggests that there's different layers of dome so that some stars can be inside parts of the dome. Which means even the space station could be inside the dome. So the space station could be real and outside our atmosphere, but still inside the dome. And I know the space station is real because I've been watching it grow since I'm a kid. Well, at least 18 or 19. I
So
remember
then you
seeing it
enter
every year. I'd see it
Voyager
come back
1.
around to the same spot. Huh?
Enter Voyager 1 and Voyager 2.
Yes. I mean, the most honest
I
questions for humans, the most honest answers, I don't know.
right.
But I don't like when people say, well, like today I read there is no God. I maybe have said that when I was a kid, stupid. But if you're in your 20s and 30s, you can't say something like that. You have the ancient Greeks and Romans and philosophers. Now, I don't know if all this shit is real, but there's absolute books and writing about it
There is.
that have studied their whole lives dedicated to God. You have priests and religions. So to say that, oh, you're smart But for hundreds of thousands of years, all these people that studied it and felt it and knew something are all wrong. But you as a 25, 30-year-old knows perfectly well.
Totally no.
No, you
Know
can't
exactly
say
what's going
that.
on. That's right. Can't.
That's why I would have preferred being called agnostic, if anything. But now I believe differently, but I definitely believe. So there's that.
Yeah, I believe.
Should I go up? I don't want to. The share thing is going to take too long, so I don't want to really go over it. Because I got notes and some. I don't even know if I could play that video, but I have the timestamps. I will bring up a little bit about the Giants, though.
And the rocks. How did the rocks get like that? That's what gets me.
It kills me. It really kills me, Joe,
Finito.
to think that Naidito, to think that those might be bodies. And what if they were just, there was only like 200 of them? You know, because how many mountain ranges do we actually have? And how many are actual faults being hidden and others are dead bodies? I believe that. There's no way.
Mhm.
I didn't even show a tenth of what was there.
I know I have a lot saved too.
Do you? Oh, I didn't know. I have a lot about Tartaria
Oh
saved
my God.
too.
Oh my God.
We got to get Dana
There's
on.
another thing. There's another thing. Tartaria, all those beautiful buildings that they made so long ago that we think long ago, but yet they can't make them now.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that before. We can't duplicate the arts, the architecture and the
Look at our
arts.
buildings. Look at our
No,
buildings.
no.
Don't get me wrong. Our buildings now are beautiful, but they're nothing like the past. And those
Michelangelo didn't
buildings,
do what he did unless he was like
and in those
alien.
buildings,
Uh-uh.
there's no running water in them, no toilets. That's how they were built. No lights, no electricity.
The
I don't know.
electricity was created by water and air. So
There you go.
windows mattered. Vibrations mattered.
Well, then they take the vibrations away from us, didn't they?
Now, we ask, how could these big giants, even if they live or not, whatever, if they were once or they're not, whatever, how could they live? What could they possibly eat? Could they have sperm whales as pets? Right?
Oh,
We have giants in other ways, don't we?
hi, Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hey,
She
Linda,
says we're muted. You can't hear us?
did you check, Joe? If you're saying you
No,
can't hear
I
us,
can hear. I can hear. When I turn up my volume, I can hear. Are you sure you can't hear us, Linda? Sorry if you can't. Apologize for that.
oh yeah, we're on.
Yeah,
Sorry, Linda.
yeah.
I don't know what's wrong, but yeah, I can hear myself, which I don't want to. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have a terrible voice. I really do. I'm sorry, Linda. Maybe it's on your end. YouTube. Oh, your YouTube volume might be down. Not the volume on your phone or device. It might be the YouTube volume. I do
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. Now, what were we talking about? The Giants.
Giants. Oh,
Oh,
look at
she
all the
left and
stuff
came
that
back.
they got. Oh, okay.
Good going, Linda.
Now I can hear. No need to say
Um,
sorry.
what?
She doesn't have to say sorry.
No, never. Don't worry about it. No, we're an open. This is we try not to rush. We want to talk to people
Mm,
in the chat.
yeah.
We want people to eventually come on Zoom. We've been doing this 2
Mhm.
years now, and we still have not got a schedule or anything straight. But we are
Yeah.
trying. It's not about, well, we're not trying to make
Mm.
money or anything. We're just trying
Oh,
to
it's just about fun
explore, open people's minds, and mega
and have fun.
conspiracies,
Have
it's
fun
a lot
doing
to
it.
think about. These giants, all right? Let's get back to these giants.
Mm, so
So
many.
we do have fish of their size, right? Not fish,
Right.
mammals or whatever. I don't know. Are whales are mammals, I think.
They are. Whales are mammals.
What else did we have that could have
We have
fed?
the mastodons, which were
Okay.
the elephants, the big elephants.
Right.
You
We
had it.
had mammoths and whatever. Well, I don't know how long they lasted, but
They used to have a bigger deer too, so I don't know.
what if they were,
Mm.
let me put it this way. What if they didn't eat meat or fish?
Yeah, there you go.
What would they
Because the
eat?
trees were big. What everything was big.
There you go, Joe. The trees, people, the buttes.
Hmm. What if they gave off a fruit of some kind, food of some kind,
Exactly. A fruit
nutrition?
that size could feed a fucking village of small people.
Yeah, like us. Maybe we're the small. Maybe we're the small people in
We
Gulliver's
are the
Travels.
small people. I've always said we were the ants, and I hate to
From
be like
Gulliver's
that.
Travels.
It doesn't mean that we less matter.
Hmm.
It never meant, I mean, God wouldn't have created us otherwise, right?
Right, right.
Now let me find because I had to take the notes because I'm not very good with
With the
the
big stuff.
Bible.
Oh, Bible. God.
Well, yeah,
It's
because the giants are mentioned in the Bible.
well, and there's other parts of the Bible that are actually missing. We found
Yes,
out.
we
Remember
got to
that one
keep that in
scroll?
mind.
There's a I can't remember the book, but uh it's one of the books that's in there currently now, and it is missing. It's missing quite a few verses in, I guess you would call it, because they found these tubes somewhere that actually had the scrolls unrolled them. They were long, long scrolls, and it was all written out. There was extra chapters written in there for the Bible.
And they found it? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I can't remember where they found this
You're not talking
tomb.
about
They
the
found it
Dead Sea
under it.
Scrolls.
No, I don't think it's the Dead Sea
Because the
Scrolls. I'm
Dead
not
Sea,
sure where it
well, they
was.
were in a cave and they're
Okay.
I think AI is figuring out that they're fake.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean,
I don't think these are the Dead Sea Scrolls.
oh, I believe you. I just don't know. I haven't heard it. And I don't know.
I don't know. They're finding a lot of stuff
Keep an eye on the
down
chat.
in. Yeah, I will.
That's why they
That's why.
invented guns.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're finding stuff down in South America that was actually in like in the Amazon
Italy.
forest. That was actually from
Didn't you say?
there and
Oh,
Egypt
okay.
and lots of artifacts.
Well, what if we are actually the true Israel, the true Jerusalem here in America? It would kind of make more sense.
I tend to believe it would be more true just for the simple fact that on this continent we have people from all over the world,
But
so it's a melting pot of everybody.
yeah, but that happens after. That
Yeah.
happened after whatever they
And
erased
this
of
is
our
where
history.
this is where we all conglomerated to.
There are three types of
Those
giants. Okay, we all know, most of us know the Nephilim. Now, if I'm
Nephilim.
brutalizing the word, I'm sorry. Anakim, Nephilim, because they're
Mhm.
Jewish words, and Rephaim.
Mm.
Most of the time, I think these words are, they might be all translated into
Mm.
fallen angels, but they all mean giants, you know, even though the Jewish, it's like a gigantic fallen angel, I would imagine, because they it's translated as like powerful beings. Um, they're large. So they are translated. What are you laughing at?
Uh, Linda said, "Crikey, Moses, I think I'm in the wrong place."
Oh God. Well, maybe she's, maybe Linda's
That's what
right.
Moses said. I don't
I
know.
think I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah. Maybe
This is
Moses
just
said
this is just interesting.
that.
I'm gonna go through this very quickly. All right. So the three giants, right? And then you have
Yeah,
so the Nephilim are the well-known ones that are the fallen, known as the fallen angels. Um, they go back to the Greek and association. Uh, they're which doesn't you see, how does it go back to the Greek when it's in the Bible? The words are very strange. Okay. Like gigantes, like things like that. It's not like our words like giant, but you'll find them
right.
mentioned in Genesis, these giants. And I think there was another, I thought I had another one. I can't remember it though, but I can't even find it. But the one that gets me the most are the Anakim. Translates from Hebrew to mean long-necked, strong-necked giants,
Kind of
representing
like,
a
mhm.
race of tall, powerful warriors in the Bible.
Hmm. I
Anakim.
wonder, I wonder, are they the bird ones?
There's a couple of things. There's a couple of things with, okay, the Muslims, right, would cut our necks off. That's how they
Yeah,
used to do it with samurai swords or whatever they're called, the scimitars. And
yeah,
so we got who is it, the Marines or the leathernecks? They're called leathernecks because we'd wear leather. They'd wear leather around their necks to stop from being decapitated.
right.
The other thing about tall necks, I'm just putting shit together here.
Hmm.
Now I didn't look it up because this is far-fetched, but it still matters for some reason. There's cultures in where Africa, right, that wrap their necks to be tall
There's the rings.
or
Yeah.
the back of their heads. Oh, they do a lot of stuff. Where do you think we get all our shit from? Tattoos and those big round things in their ears? And it's all from
Hmm.
other freaking countries. We're nothing special or new. We just
Right.
think we are. Stupids. But why would they do that? Who did they worship that they wanted to imitate these people so bad with long necks? Then you have the Egyptians you've mentioned with all the heads on and their tall heads. Maybe it's all about their necks and hiding their neck shape.
It's
I
really
mean, what
odd.
a way to describe a race of beings, but with elongated necks like a giraffe.
Do you think that they were trying to emulate those? Yeah, right.
Yes.
Emulate the gods from Egypt. You know, the ones that have the dog head with the ears. You know, they have that long, thick
See, he said
neck.
the right
They're
word,
big and
gods.
strong. Yeah, they're big and strong.
There's no
They
doubt in my
stand
in
there
my
with
mind
that.
there were gods. We were all gods, if you want to consider it that. God, what would a god be? Somebody with mystical powers? I mean, what it's not our Yahweh. I don't even know what to say anymore. Looking at that
Yeah,
god means Baal. What do you say to that? Like, what do you say? If that is true, and I'm
I mean,
guaranteeing 100,000 people look that shit up, that I don't even have to. Well, I will though, because I always double check everything. I just happen to have been looking at it before we went live. But if that's all true, Then what are we praying to? What I mean, we have
Well,
to.
I'm going to look at it like this. He must be the Lord of the dark, and I pray to the Lord of the light.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
the
the
only way
best
I can
way.
think of it. Hmm.
But
Think
we
about,
are told that Bible verses and Bibles and things are missing. They could be translated wrong, missing, omitted.
mhm.
All right, getting back to the Giants though.
Yeah, but
Eh,
don't you think that evil stuff would be part of the Giants? Because it
no.
came from that era, didn't it?
So did Tartaria. Did that mean
True.
Tartaria was evil? You saw giants with little people in Tartaria. All
No,
these
there's
black and
always
white
been good
pictures are
and
coming
bad.
out.
There's
And I'm like,
always been good and bad and everything.
what if there wasn't? What if we were always good until bad came down?
Hmm.
That's what's believed by the majority of the conspiracists that believe God and science, kind of, I guess. They believe in Nibiru. I told you this. The planet that came around, they needed gold. They go around our planet every 3,800 years or 2,800 years or something crazy like that. And they came here to harvest our gold. But if there were giants living here, who killed them? Right? Now
You
these
would have to think
creatures
so.
supposedly live thousands of years, like Spock. Okay, they're Spock. They don't care either about the person. They don't care. They care about their civilization and what they're
Right.
doing in command. They will squish you like an ant. That is what happened. That is what the conspiracists believe. But can I get back to Anna Kim? My God. So
Sorry.
anybody that watches Star Wars, which I don't really know the newer Star Wars, anything after the original three, I barely watched them because to me they were horrible. Okay, you got Annie, Annie, a girl's name, number one. I know it's spelled differently, but still. A child hero, a child 5 or 6 years old with special powers who ends up marrying someone older or whatever, blah, blah, blah. His name was Anakin. Anakin. The Giants are Anna Kim. I've said this before. I remember reading long time ago that Tatooine, where Luke Skywalker was born, is an actual place in the Middle East. I can't remember where at Uganda. I can't remember where at the time, but and that people claim that there are two suns. They created the wars and then wrote about them and then made money off of it, like Saving Private Ryan. They created an iceberg that didn't really happen to the Titanic because you've got to be a fucking moron of a captain to crash into an iceberg and then realize that the middle of the ship is what exploded,
Well,
killing Isaac Asimov, and um, Guggenheim. These were people that were against the New World Order. And then what happened? These fucking freaks made a movie and made billions off of it. And guess what? Cher and Columbia. Oh no, it wasn't Columbia. I can't remember who produced, maybe it was Paramount that produced The Mask, did the same thing. They made millions and millions of dollars and ended up giving the mother, I'm not going to go over this today. I'll go over it tomorrow or day after. Um, Nothing. Just chump change compared to
yeah,
what they made. And of
yeah,
course they
they did.
softened up the movie because, That's what they always do. So, Anakin, Anakin, what are they telling us?
Yes, Mom.
What are they telling us?
The
Did we
movie?
have Jedi powers? Yes, we had powers. Maybe not
Yeah.
quite like the Jedi powers. But what happened? They turned off our frequencies. It sounds like bullshit, doesn't it? But no. Why would God make us so defenseless? Especially if there were giants. What if we wanted to hand a giant a cup of tea? How would we do that? I know but think about it. There would have had a bit of reason why the giants were good to us and we were good to them, maybe. Perhaps. I can't help.
Well,
I always think outside the box. I'm always thinking of
or
who it could be.
were we? Were we good? Were they good? Who knows?
If you look at the pictures, this is the thing. I can't prove that those pictures are not real. They must have been hidden. And there's tons. Like I put up the one, let me see. I put up the one about the Eiffel Tower. And if you didn't, if you're new, I got very sick in France.
Ah,
I'm telling you, I have a perception, some reason. Maybe because I'm so close to everything like Fauci and shit. I don't know. But in France, I got sick to my stomach. And I have a feeling that a lot of crap went on there. Hold on.
watch out for meteors and aliens, Mr. Trump. What are you on about? Isaac Asimov wasn't on the Titanic.
Maybe I'm saying the wrong guy.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was an author. He wrote a lot of books.
Who was the scientist? Asimov. I thought it was a scientist. Look it up, Joe.
I'm going to.
ASMOV.
That's Asimov.
That's what I've been saying. I was here. I've been on there and I've been to the Arc de Triomphe. I'll tell you, I don't know. I just don't know. Why destroy it?
Paul Henry Nargeolet.
Who's that?
That's the scientist that was killed on the Titanic.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
He was 77.
That is not who I'm thinking of. Linda, I am terrible
No,
with names and
it's
geography.
not him. Can't be him.
I really am.
Tight. No.
Oh, Asimov. No, yeah.
Titanic. Yeah, it's not him.
I am confusing the names.
Robert Ballard. Was it Robert Ballard?
There was, see, sometimes Mama Helen knows. She probably does. There was Guggenheim. Oh, come on. Who were the three on the ship that they killed? There was Guggenheim.
There were big names.
Yes, but the three in general that were
I can't
against
remember.
the NWO
Hmm.
that they probably knew and they weren't going to put a dime into it. How did they not know to look out for that last voyage is beyond me. I am very bad with names. But I do have it somewhere. That's the problem. Astor. I wasn't off by much.
Mm-mm.
John Jacob Astor. I don't know what you were looking up, Joe. It took me 2 seconds to find it. So Astor was one of the good guys. Um, he was an inventor and scientist.
And real estate developer, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
uh,
I just remember,
Atlantic Ocean. Mhm.
oh, maybe. No, they weren't scientists on the Titanic. There was, that was a travel. The Titanic was a cruise ship.
Hmm.
Take a cruise over to fucking Iceland. What? So stupid. How did they not know they were going to die? I wonder if they did survive and pretended to perish. 'Cause there's a lot of those too. I wish I had more. I do have more pictures of Tataria, but I don't have them
Mhm.
up. And I'm sorry, I can't prove that this is fake at all. Because at this time, it would be black and white pictures. Everything looks right to me. The guy's got a,
Wow, look at that. Isn't that cool?
but you know what
Uh,
it is? The two bell towers. This is the problem. You see the water by the bell towers.
yeah.
There's a reason they cracked the Liberty Bell. Bells helped control. It's like a tuning fork. Bells helped control the weather and the waters.
Hmm.
So if, and this picture, look at this. This is already, see, it is a troop. It's a real picture because somebody else had already, Alme or whatever. I get a lot of their pictures. Um, Look at the shadow, everything's right to me. It does not look fake. So if they had two waterways, they had two bell towers controlling the city of Paris. The electrical. See, but they forgot by now. They forgot by this time because they didn't need this horse and carriage and shit. I honestly don't know. Dana knows more about Tartaria and everything than I do. I just find it strange that these words sink in with movies
Mm-hmm.
and that these horrific people that did these movies, um,
Terrible.
well, look, Tom
Yeah.
Hanks did Saving Private Ryan, where he's crying, where he's carrying that half-dead body of the kid screaming, Mom. He's laughing at it. Do you understand? He's laughing at our pain. Sadistic. Left in Latin means sinister. And there's a
It
reason
does.
for that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe when I found that out. I was just like, what else
What?
can be true?
Why does that make sense?
That's why they started a left and a right. There's no such
Mhm.
thing. There's no such thing as parties. I've said that forever and ever. All right, I think we're
My
done.
Linda has said she had to go.
Well, we're done anyhow, Linda. Take care though.
Linda.
Thanks for joining us. She was right.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna fight. I don't fight with people about unless they say stupid shit. But she was right. I was wrong. I said the wrong name. I wonder if I've read any Asimov's books. Asimov's.
I did.
Which one?
There was I read it. One of them was a magic book. Um, I did read his Foundation series, and I read about a planet that there was a dragon on it, and the dragon made everything magic.
Why didn't you correct me then?
Uh,
Because you always think I'm
I
right.
was
People, I have this hypnotizing thing. You always think I'm right. I am correct, sir. I know, I got such. I should be like in commercials for the Antichrist or something. I do. I have a very nasty, low voice. Anakim, Anakim, Anakin. I can't. There's more to it.
Really close. They're real close.
Well, there's just more to it. And then one last thing I want to bring up is everybody keeps saying, well, why doesn't, I can't believe it. Jermaine Basio, we used to watch him once in a while. He brought it up. Why isn't, he calls Trump boomers the worst because they believe certain things. But why isn't Barron in the military? I'm like, this is stupid. First of all, we're not in a draft. Secondly, the kid went to NYU. He didn't go to fucking Harvard. He went into the center of the melting pot. All right? And thirdly, our military sign up willingly.
Yeah,
They
they do. They
willingly go
volunteer.
in knowing that they may have to protect our country or do things that they're against. You don't take that oath lightly. Go fuck
Well,
yourself, Jermaine. Are you fucking for real? You used to be a mega person. What? And if you don't fucking understand about the Zionists, then you better come and listen. No such animal created. Created. That means animal.
yeah. No
Well,
animal
this
created.
is animal.
No
This is
animal.
have. It was created. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party were created.
Yes, it was.
Well, of course they were. If we were a constitution since the day we were born, then how come the Republicans and so the Democrats were created in 1830s and then the Republicans in the 1850s? Does this fucking make sense?
Nope.
If we're
None of it
if
does.
we're a constitutional republic, where the fuck did the parties come involved? And who do you think created it? The good guys to divide us? No such thing. We are a republic. And I've explained how democracy is done in places such as ancient Greece. It's the people. There's no fucking Congress. The Congress would be the people. Now, if in ancient Greece they could do it without cars, then I'm sure that we can fucking do it on Zoom.
Yeah. We don't need a Congress in Washington no
We
more.
don't need
We don't need to
Congress. We
send
don't need
nobody there.
judges. We need juries of
Yeah.
our peers.
Juries.
That's
Juries
democracy.
we need. No judges. Screw the judges.
Juries are the peers, are people of the people.
Mhm.
That's all.
Mhm.
Who are you waving to again? You said goodbye to Linda.
Al Johnson is left now.
Hello,
They had to
Johnson.
go night.
Well, we were just saying, oh,
Goodness.
Lori.
Lori.
L. Johnson.
Sorry.
Lori.
Yeah.
We were just saying goodnight, Lori, but because yeah, I don't know what else to say. We got to go over more deeply about these giants because maybe we didn't eat animals back then. Maybe we really didn't. Maybe we
Right.
did eat tons and tons of food off these
Fruit off the
ginormous
trees. Right.
And
Could have.
what if there's fruit up there that we never even heard of? Do you guys know, for example, that strawberries and oranges were genetically engineered? No such thing.
No, I didn't
No.
know that.
If you ever, I always wondered because we always had wild strawberries in the field, and sometimes there would be big ones, if you didn't mow the grass or whatever. But they make you mow the grass, don't they? Most states you have to legally. That's another thing. Why do we have to do certain things? I wonder. But strawberries, they're very bland because when they're in the sun too much, they don't have good taste. They don't grow. They need specialized care. So they groom the wild strawberry with something else. I'm not exactly sure. But they also did it with oranges. They
Mhm.
actually had like a navel orange or something and some kind of suma citrus, something like that. And they made the regular everyday orange with that. It could have been Could be like a grapefruit, but I think it's a suma, which is it's a citrus fruit, like an orange. But the actual orange was created, and those are the ones we normally eat. Isn't that? I mean, who knows this shit? I do apparently. I don't know why, but I love stupid. Some things connect. I never read something and say, "Oh, I'm gonna forget this junk." Never do that, guys. I wouldn't. Things connect. You'll find connections all over the place. Like, for example, my big thing now is purple protocol. I'm hoping it's catching on even just a little bit. And then we had purple potatoes in space.
Go figure that.
When did I come up with purple protocol? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah. And
That
I think it
potato
was
might be
about 2
about
months
3
ago.
months old. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just
Just saying.
coincidences. There's always one or two. We love you guys. Linda, Lori,
Have a
whoever else stopped by, thank you. I
have a
know a lot
great
of you don't
evening.
talk, but I'm glad you stopped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do anything we do.
Yeah. Or you can.
Or you can and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Good
Love you
night.
guys.